If you feel lost in life right now, look back at your childhood. The Childhood Compass, finding yourself when you are lost. Hello my friends, welcome. Today we are going to talk about a feeling that almost everyone knows. It is the feeling of being lost. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt completely stuck? You look at your life, your job, and your daily routine, and you ask yourself, who am I? What am I doing with my life? What actually makes me happy? When we are adults, it is very easy to lose our way. We get caught up in the busy world. We spend so many hours doing what we should do, that we completely forget what we love to do. But there is a beautiful piece of advice from the internet that offers a simple solution. It says, if you feel lost, revisit the things you loved as a kid. They usually point you back to your core values. Let us think about that closely. Your core values are the ideas and things that are most important to you. They are the foundation of who you are, and the best place to find them is in your childhood memories. Think back to when you were 7, 8, or 10 years old. Think about the long summer afternoons when school was out, and you had all the time in the world. What did you do? No one was paying you, no boss was watching you, you did not have to worry about a resume or a LinkedIn profile. You did things purely for the joy of doing them. The person who wrote this advice shared their own story. When they were a child, they loved to tinker. Do you know the word tinker? It means to play with tools and fix or change things in a casual way. This child would spend hours taking apart old toys to see how they worked inside. They tried to build their own simple games. They drew messy sketches of imaginary inventions on pieces of paper. They were a creator. But then they grew up. They went to school, they had to study hard, get good grades, and choose a serious career path. They stopped tinkering, they stopped making things, they forgot about their drawings and inventions. Many years later, as an adult, they felt stuck. The serious career path did not make them happy. They felt empty. So they decided to try something different. They remembered their childhood curiosity. They went back to their old room, so to speak, and started building small, simple projects again. They just wanted to see what would happen. And something beautiful happened. As they built these small projects, they felt a spark. They smiled. They remembered exactly who they were. They realized that they are a person who is happiest when they are creating. Creating was their core value, and it had been waiting for them all along. When this story was shared online, thousands of people agreed. It touched their hearts. One person left a wonderful comment about their own life. When this person was a kid, they were an obsessive reader. They always had a book in their hands. They loved stories so much that they often finished several books every single week. Reading was their superpower. But life happened. They went to college, got a job, and entered their 30s. Suddenly, they noticed something sad. They were not reading anymore. Whenever they tried to start a new book, they could not focus. They found the stories boring. They could not finish a single chapter. They felt like they had lost a part of themselves. So, they tried an experiment. Even though they felt a little bit silly as an adult, they went to the bookstore and bought the exact children's books and young adult novels they had loved when they were growing up. They sat down and read those simple nostalgic stories. And guess what? It worked. The magic came back. Those old books kick-started their love for reading all over again. They found their way back to the world of words. Why does this happen? Why does going back to childhood help us so much? It is because children are true to themselves. Children do not wear masks. A child does not read a book just to look smart to their friends. A child does not build a toy just to sell it for a profit. They do it because their inner soul demands it. When you look at your childhood passions, you are looking at your purest self. If you love to build blocks or draw maps, maybe your core value is structure and creation. If you love to climb trees and explore the woods, maybe your core value is freedom and adventure. If you love to write poems or talk to everyone on the playground, maybe your core value is connection and expression. If you are feeling lost today, I want you to try this simple exercise. Close your eyes for a moment. Forget about your bills, forget about your emails, forget about your stressful job. Travel back in time. Look at the little boy or the little girl you used to be. What is that child holding? Is it a paintbrush? Is it a notebook? Is it a magnifying glass? Is it a basketball? Whatever it is, that object is a compass. It is pointing directly to your happiness. You do not need to quit your job tomorrow to follow your childhood dream. If you loved drawing as a kid, you do not need to become a professional artist today, but you can buy a small sketchbook. You can spend 15 minutes drawing a flower after dinner. If you loved music, you can buy a cheap keyboard and play a simple song. You can let that childhood energy flow back into your adult life. When you reconnect with your childhood joys, you cure your loneliness, you stop feeling like a machine, and you start feeling like a human being again. Remember, the things you loved as a child are not gone, they are just sleeping inside you, waiting for you to wake them up. Listen to that inner child, they know the way home. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me today. Be kind to yourself, remember your past, and keep moving forward.